Hideo Kojima is one of the biggest icons of all time within game development. Rightfully so, his legendary titles in abstract game design warrant this. One of the biggest topics of discussion I have been seeing a lot over the internet and within the comments of my recent videos is whether or not the father of Metal Gear Solid should come back to working on the Metal Gear Solid series, with Konami recently stating that they want fans to give honest feedback so that they could perfect their craft and in turn eventually make new Metal Gear games, and their lead producer praising Kojima, saying that it would be a dream come true to one day work together again with Kojima and the rest of their team from back in the days. This conversation has skyrocketed even more now. I do want to say it's important to mention that this video is not being made to get people to support Konami by no means at all. It's more so to educate a lot of people on what Hideo Kojima has going on right now, because it's a lot of really dope stuff that I personally cannot wait to see. And judging from a lot of the things I've been reading in my comments, there's a lot of people that don't really know what exactly that is. Trust me when I say this man is cooking up a lot of goodies, and I'm gonna break it down for you guys in this video. To stay up to date on all of it, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on any of those updates and help raise that 38% even higher. Now let's get into this video. Metal Gear Solid Delta, the Snake Eater remake, continues to impress us with the more that they continuously show, and is looking to be a title that Konami very well might be able to win back some fans' trust with, especially since all they are doing is adding a next generation coat of paint while adding in much needed quality of life features to the game, and seemingly it's not missing anything. The legacy controls option is there, complete with the piss green filter many people wanted. They've even added things like permanent body damage to Snake, where if you go through the entire game unscathed, Snake's body and clothing will be pristine, whereas if you get riddled with bullets constantly, this will be reflected as permanent damage on Snake, so everyone's naked Snake will look different depending on what is happening. Now of course, in the original game, the crossbows could stay in Snake's body if you didn't use the knife to remove it, but this body damage feature is a whole new addition, reflecting way more and providing a unique element to everybody's gameplay. Great addition so far, but of course, it is Konami, so it's a very long hill to climb because they've absolutely fucked up over the years. Hideo Kojima is at an all-time high right now, and not a lot of people seem to know about it. Since leaving Konami, he has started his own studio, Kojima Productions, releasing Death Stranding, which has a sequel slated to release sometime in 2025. And not only that, he has exclusive titles in the works with Microsoft, working on a new horror game called OD, alongside Jordan Peele, which since PT, which was a horror teaser, Kojima had plans to work with Guillermo del Toro, which was actually Silent Hills. Unfortunately, this was cancelled, and then the whole fallout with Konami happened, and I just always wanted to see what a horror game from Hideo Kojima would be like. And now he is pairing up with another great director to execute this idea once again. And we haven't even gotten to the best part yet, guys. At the PlayStation State of Play earlier this year in January, they announced quite possibly the most intriguing thing. It was revealed that Kojima is partnering up with Sony to create a brand new original IP, a next generation action espionage game, and is saying this is to celebrate the 40 years of his career and will be a culmination of his life's work, blending video games and film once again to further transcend media. A new espionage game, man, I cannot wait to see it. The grounded nature of Metal Gear Solid, paired with the crazy weird sci-fi elements that Kojima has in his brain, is something that has really appealed to a lot of fans, including myself, over the years. So seeing him take that and potentially all the other projects he's worked on throughout the many years of his career, it's safe to say this could very well be something very special and generational. So hearing about all this, it is absolutely safe to say this man has a lot going on right now and is incredibly busy. And if Konami is simply just doing remakes of the Metal Gear titles in the style of how they are approaching with Delta, Snake Eater, should Kojima be coming back to oversee this or new titles? I personally do not think so. Listen, I love Kojima, but I more than anything else want to see more of his new titles that he'll be working on with his new studio, where he has full creative control. And if you ask me, I think Konami won't be making new Metal Gear Solid games per se. The story has mostly been wrapped up. There are areas of where they could explore within the timeline to show us a little bit more detail and backstory. However, it seems clear to me that they have plans for remakes, starting with Metal Gear Solid 3 because it's chronologically the first in the series, which they have full-on stated as much. This means that we could expect to see the other titles get remade as well, such as Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. They've even officially brought back on David Hayter, the original voice of Snake, and made a few update videos with him as well. when it comes to the new Metal Gear Solid titles, let's say Konami actually does remake Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, and who knows, maybe even MGS 4 later on down the line alongside Peace Walker as well. And each of those projects takes about 3 to 4 years per one to complete and do them justice. We have quite a long development time ahead of us. So now where would they go after that? I'm actually kind of intrigued to see if Konami would entertain the idea of remaking Metal Gear 1 and 2, the original 2 games that released on the MSX2, where you control Solid Snake when he was green and not even a legendary veteran yet. This of course would need extensive development to fully realize its contents and story within a modern day gaming setting. Do I trust them to nail this? As of right now, absolutely not. They have quite a long way to go and plenty of titles to remake before I could even trust them with something like this. This project could very well be a decade away from even seeing the light of day. Who's to say that Kojima would have some free time by then to consider this, maybe overseeing or providing insight for it? Anything can happen, but I severely doubt this. But at the current time, should Kojima come back to the series and help develop these remakes and the potential new titles? No, I do not think he should. I think that his new titles, studio, and partnerships trump whatever feelings we as fans might have. And I can't wait to see what he has cooking up for us. Konami doesn't deserve any second chances by any means from any fans still feeling burnt about how the departure of Kojima went and the way that they treated him. They mentioned they have read many of the feedback in regards to the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection from a few months ago and acknowledged that it was all warranted because they let the fans down. They've read some harsh ones and said that it's well-deserved while wanting to strive towards correcting these issues over time with updates for the Master Collection, but actively keep all of that and remember and ready for Delta Snake Eater, and of course other future titles, which is why I'm glad that Snake Eater doesn't have a release date right now and they can instead perfect the game down to its finer details to the best of its functioning standpoint before considering giving us a date on when we can expect this. And to me, it quite possibly, quite literally screams that they know that, and they are well aware, this is their very last chance ever. So if you don't want to buy or play Delta, by all means, go for it, man. There is a lot of great games out there and currently in the works. It is best to spend your time enjoying the things that you want to. Regardless of what anybody else might say, play the things and enjoy the things that you want to, guys. I want to hear what you guys think. Drop a comment down below and let's get a discussion going. Are you guys excited for Hideo Kojima's upcoming new projects? And will you be playing Death Stranding 2 on release? Sound off in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. More Metal Gear Solid update videos are on the way and you don't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ and thanks for watching.